Today is Saturday, but it feels like Sunday because all I'm going to do today is clean up my lovely multicoloured, rather strange Rover 25. Tomorrow it is the BMC and Leyland show in Warwickshire, and I'm going down in that. The first job I'm going to do, which might seem like a strange start, is to clean these mats. And the reason for that is they're going to need to be dry before I go home again, aren't they? Otherwise I can't really use them. And if I don't use them, then I'm putting my feet back on the carpet which I've just vacuumed. Which anything that goes back out of the yard anyway is going to be getting dirty. So who cares? Well I do, but I know I'm not making much sense here. I don't really care. We went to Formby yesterday and we brought some of the beach back with us, as you can see there. If you want your car to be clean, you've got to enjoy doing it. You need to be relaxed, and I mean properly relaxed, not just laid back. Actually that might do. You need to enjoy it. You need to enjoy the progress of every single bit of fluff disappearing up the pipe. You don't rush, you take your time, you gain some pleasure from it. Some may want to listen to music, but beware, make sure it's in the same key as the vacuum cleaner. This one's in the key of D. At least for this weekend, Nigel's obviously not original, 16-inch wheels are going back on. That's the one that I've cleaned up quite a bit, and look at the difference. Look at that. Now look at that. Guess what I've got a set of? The minor details are what people like. Now I was fortunate enough to have a full set of brand new centre caps sent to me in a big box full of a whole load of other things from a lovely chap in Scotland. And anyway, I thought fantastic. The only trouble is, I went and gave one of these away to a man called Adam who beats up squirrels for his car. And now I'm regretting it. At least it would be if it wasn't for the fact that there's more than 4. I don't know why. There was 6. So that's good. Anyway, now it's time to wash the car. And it's just in time for the rain. That is unfortunate, because it means I'm going to wash it and it's going to get ever so slightly dirty again straight away. Hopefully not so much. Actually it's pointless, isn't it? I can wash it, I will wash it, but it will just get dirty. It's going to go and drive on wet roads. It's going to have traffic coming past it all the time. It's going to be splashed and splattered and things, and it's going to be an awful big disappointment. And then tomorrow when I come down here to take it down to Gaydon, I'm going to think, oh, my car's filthy. And then it'll get a bit more dirty on the way down there. Gosh, what a moaning. Every other car show I've gone to, Nigel's been the show car, the second car, the car I take, whilst the other car takes me home in the evening and I can get filthy. Then I come down here in the morning, and even if it's been rained on, it's not too bad. But I don't have that option. Not at the moment. Eggs make things better. Eggs. Eat an egg, and your troubles will disappear. They won't really. There's not a lot of point drying it, is there? I did promise myself I would stay here today until the job was complete. And obviously, fighting against the rain means that you can't really make any progress. So what I'm going to have to do is just continue cleaning up the original, non-original wheels and see how it goes. If it dries, I'll stick them on. If it doesn't, I don't really want to get be on my hands and knees in the wet. It's 20 to 2 and time has gone by just a bit too quickly for my liking today, and it's still raining and it's still way over 20 degrees. It's a bit like being in the rainforest, I presume. Anyway, here are Nigel's wheels, all cleaned up and waxed as well. This was one off the back, which wasn't too bad. That's one off the front, which still needs a bit of work, and that's the other one off the back. And then that's the one that was really rather bad and it's still got quite a big scratch on it, but for just a buff up and a waxy thingy, that's quite good. And of course I've got my new center cap as well. I would very much like to fit them now, but should I actually do it in the rain? I mean, it shows dedication, doesn't it? It shows dedication for something just to look nice, even though it's going to drive worse. Gosh, I don't know. I really don't know. What should I do? Sometimes you've just got to say bollocks to it. Let's just get wet. Yay! That might not be good for my microphone though. I'll take this off. Finished. I'm all clammy and sweaty and uncomfortable. So now's the time for the big reveal of Nigel looking almost exactly the same as he did do before. What do you think? It does just look exactly the same as it did do before, doesn't it? Almost. You'd have to know this car really well to be able to tell that those wheels are much nicer than what they used to be. And they are. That's the thumbnail. I do find this to be the most photogenic of all cars, and that's probably just my opinion. Nigel is like, well, it's like a child, isn't it? It's the child that you basically want to show off to all of the people that are not really interested. You know, whilst you're showing endless pictures, their eyes are glazing over. I expect you to be bored right now, but I simply don't care. I just like this car too much to really give a toss. It's that simple. Oh yeah, the old wheel's back on. That means it should drive the way it did before. And can I notice straight away? Yes, I can. It just doesn't feel as good as it does with the smaller wheels on. That's the sacrifice I'm making for those that want to see Nigel as a show car. Gosh. So, a subject that comes up time and time again. One is, why don't you mix and match the wheels? I've explained this loads, it would look stupid. A good old Boaty the other day, he made a point of saying that, knowing that somebody would say, oh, that's a good idea. Yes, and he knows I don't want to do it. He knows very well. The other thing is my droopy headlining. It's another one of those jobs that needs doing at some point. But honestly, I'm just not in a rush. I don't want the car perfect. You know what wouldn't suit me would be to have a load of money and have a car like this and just say, here we go, garage, there's £1,000, could you do this, this and that? I like doing it myself, and I like doing it over time, and I like the continual progress. Once the car's finished, it's no longer a project, is it? It couldn't be Project Nigel, it would be just Nigel. And as it is, I call it Nigel rather than Project Nigel anyway. As it goes, the roads are actually quite dry. Because of the heat, it's just evaporated quickly. And you never know, just maybe they'll stay dry. That would be great for tomorrow. Robin! I wonder how many of the people going to Gaydon tomorrow are going in their daily car. I know some people do. I've seen a few of them. They're usually the ones that... Jesus. They're usually the ones that don't look too precious. And honestly, they're the ones that catch my eye anyway, so maybe I shouldn't be too concerned. But I don't like using Nigel as a daily car anyway. I just don't. I have to go to the shop afterwards, and it's not the local shop. I have to go to Morrison's, and that means taking people with me. And that means all my cleaning up that I've done in here could well and truly be ever so slightly undone. Anyway, if you're going, I shall see you there, and if you're not, I shall see you elsewhere, and we'll have a good day. Everybody have a good day tomorrow, regardless of what it is you're doing. Yeah. Okay, bye-bye.